Stop what you're doing, because we've officially entered the next generation of gaming smartphones. Two absolute titans just dropped: Asus ROG Phone 9 Pro and the ZTE Nubia Red Magic 10 Pro. On the surface, both are weapons of mass performance. But when you peel back the layers, the differences start to scream. So if you're planning to drop serious cash on your next gaming beast, hang tight, because this comparison is going deep. Specs, screens, cameras, battery life, everything that matters. Let's get started. Let's kick things off with the design and build. Both phones are thick, unapologetically heavy, and every bit aggressive in their design language. The ROG Phone 9 Pro weighs in at 227 grams and is 8.9 millimeters thick. It rocks a glass front and back protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2 with an aluminum frame and that signature mini LED matrix display on the back, a gamer's flex if there ever was one. It's also IP68 rated, so it's dust-tight and can handle splashes or even short dips in water. Now slide over to the Red Magic 10 Pro. Slightly heavier at 229 grams, same 8.9 millimeters thickness and a similar glass aluminum sandwich. But here's the twist: this thing has a built-in cooling fan and aviation-grade aluminum framing. It even includes pressure-sensitive shoulder zones like the ROG, plus a ridiculous 520 Hz touch-sensing response. Not to mention some versions come in transparent finishes that scream custom gaming rig. It may not have IP68, but it goes all in on hardcore gaming. On the display front, we're looking at two monsters. The ROG 9 Pro features a 6.78-inch LTPO AMOLED panel with 1 billion colors, 185 Hz refresh rate, HDR10 support, and a searing 2,500 nits of peak brightness. It's covered with Gorilla Glass Victus 2 and hits about 388 pixels per inch. It even supports a mind-bending 670 Hz PWM dimming for smoother brightness control. Meanwhile, the Red Magic 10 Pro ups the resolution with a 6.85-inch AMOLED at 1216 by 2688 pixels, giving it a sharper 431 ppi. It's slightly taller, has a respectable 144 Hz refresh rate, and absolutely demolishes PWM records with 2592 Hz flicker-free dimming. Peaks at 2000 nits brightness, which isn't as bright as the ROG but still incredibly usable outdoors. ROG wins on refresh and peak brightness. Red Magic wins on resolution and eye comfort. Now let's talk performance. Both phones are built on the new Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, a monster 3nm SoC with Orion V2 Phoenix cores. You're getting a dual-core cluster at 4.32 GHz for peak loads and 6 medium cores at 3.53 GHz. This is the best Qualcomm has to offer, and both phones squeeze out absolutely insane benchmark numbers. The ROG 9 Pro scores a massive 3,042,971 on Antutu V10, while the Red Magic pulls a very close 2,687,260. Geekbench puts the ROG ahead again with 10,179 points versus Red Magic's 9,833. And in 3D Mark Wildlife Extreme, Red Magic edges ahead 67-18 for ROG, 67-28 for Red Magic. So depending on the test, they trade blows. But overall, the ROG has a slight edge in sustained thermal control and raw CPU muscle. Red Magic punches back with GPU focus and that built-in fan. Storage and RAM? The ROG Phone 9 Pro goes full beast mode with up to 1TB UFS 4.0 and 24GB RAM. You also get NTFS support for external drives. Red Magic isn't far behind, offering 1TB UFS 4.1 Pro storage and also 24GB RAM on the top model. So you're covered on both sides when it comes to multitasking, app loading, and future-proofing. Now let's dig into the cameras, because gaming phones are no longer just about gaming. The ROG Phone 9 Pro has a surprisingly versatile triple setup: a 50MP main shooter with a large 1:1 56-inch sensor, gimbal-style optical image stabilization, and phase detect autofocus. Then there's a 32MP telephoto lens with 3x optical zoom and OIS, plus a 13MP ultrawide with a 120-degree field of view. It supports 8K at 30 frames per second, 4K up to 120 frames per second, and slow MO at 720p 480 frames per second. HDR10 Plus and Euro EIS are included too. Over on the ROG Magic 10 Pro, we get a 50MP main camera that's almost identical on paper, same f/1.9 aperture, same 1/1.55-inch sensor and OIS. But instead of telephoto, ROG Magic doubles down on ultra-wide with a 50MP secondary camera and a 2MP macro shooter. Can also shoot 8K, 4K at 60 frames per second, and up to 240 frames per second in 1080p. The under-display 16MP front cam is cool, but ROG's 32MP wide-angle selfie shooter with panorama and HDR will probably deliver better clarity and edge detection. And here's the thing, neither of these phones is trying to beat the iPhone or Galaxy S series in photography. But for social media content, vlogs, or even quick YouTube videos, both are more than capable. Still, ROG wins for offering a full lens trio, better selfie camera, and gimbal-level stabilization. Let's talk audio. Both phones pack stereo speakers. Both have high-res 32-bit/384 kHz support. And yes, both still have the glorious 3.5mm headphone jack. But ROG takes it further with high-res wireless audio support and -26.7 LU/Fest loudness score. ROG Magic is louder though, scoring -24.5 LU/Fest, which means audio might feel punchy out loud. Also, ROG Magic comes with Snapdragon sound, which gives an edge in low-latency gaming audio over Bluetooth. Connectivity is next. Both have dual USB-C ports, DisplayPort support, OEG, and the latest Bluetooth 5.4. The ROG Phone features Wi-Fi 7 with tri-band and full GNSS location support with GPS, GLONASS, BDS, Galileo, QZSS, and NavIC. ROG Magic matches most of that and even adds infrared, something rare these days. However, NFC availability on ROG Magic depends on region, while it's standard on ROG. Battery life? The ROG Magic 10 Pro absolutely smashes it with a 7,050 mAh battery, 100W wired charging on global models and 80W on China-only versions. Active use score 17 hours and 13 minutes. That's phenomenal. The ROG isn't far behind though, with a 5,800 mAh battery, 65W wired charging, 15W wireless, and even 10W reverse wired. Its active use score clocks in at 16 hours and 41 minutes. So ROG Magic wins the endurance test. ROG offers more flexible charging. Software's another interesting point. Both run Android 15 out of the box. ROG promises 2 major OS updates, while ROG Magic guarantees 1 Android update and 2 ROG Magic OS upgrades. That's kind of disappointing on ROG Magic's part, given how future-proof these phones are supposed to be. Asus clearly pulls ahead with better long-term support, and the cleaner ROG UI is better tuned for gaming performance without bloat. Now let's address the value. ROG Phone 9 Pro is priced at $1,300 for the 512GB per 16GB variant and $1,390 for the 1TB per 24GB beast. Meanwhile, ROG Magic 10 Pro starts at just $749 for 256GB per 12GB and tops out at $899 for the 512GB per 16GB variant. That's a massive price gap, almost $500 to $600 difference, depending on the spec. If you're on a tighter budget, ROG Magic gives you 90% of the flagship experience at a far more digestible cost. But if you're a die-hard gamer who demands the absolute best, from haptics to triggers, camera versatility to software longevity, the ROG Phone 9 Pro justifies its premium. The LED matrix back, IP68 rating, superior video capabilities, and excellent stereo audio setup all push it into elite territory. So who's the king of gaming in 2024? If you want the best value for money, the ROG Magic 10 Pro is your go-to. Huge battery, killer display, active cooling, top-tier specs, no fluff. If you want the best everything, no compromises, and are willing to pay top dollar, the ROG Phone 9 Pro is it. A statement device, a performance monster, and one of the most refined gaming phones ever made. Either way, it's a win for gamers.